Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ali. I'm a doctor turned entrepreneur, YouTuber, and author, and one of the co-founders of Momentum. And so in this short video, I'd like to give you a little bit of a walkthrough of exactly how Momentum works and how it can help you stay more consistent with your most energizing habits. Now, when you open up Momentum for the first time, it's going to ask you to add a habit. And so, for example, in my case, my posture is really bad. And also I know I get more energy when I do 10 minutes of stretching every morning. So I'm going to add this as a habit. And I'm going to select the timer option because now when I start stretching, I can just hit play and then it will automatically track how long I've spent stretching, and then that contributes towards my habit completion. If I want to, I can add in a notification that reminds me to complete my habit. And great, with just a few taps, I've added my first habit. And now I can add as many habits as I like. So another thing I like to do every morning is a few minutes of journaling to plan out my day. I've decided that in the afternoon, to energize myself, I like to hit the gym, and I'm going to do this, let's say, on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so I can define that as my cadence for my gym habit. And then finally, I've decided that as an evening wind down, I would like to go for a walk every evening. So the way it now works is I wake up, I go on Momentum, and I'm like, cool, I need to do 10 minutes of stretching as part of my energizing morning routine. So I hit the play button on stretching, and now I can time myself while I'm doing my stretches on my little yoga mat. When I'm done, I can mark my habit as complete. And then I've got the option to add to my journal. At this point, I can take a photo of myself and a photo of my surroundings if I like. And so, for example, we can see here that I took a nice smiling photo of me just having woken up in my tank top, and this is my wife's yoga mat. But this is all well and good. This is personal accountability that already helps you stay more consistent with your energizing habits because it's basically a habit tracker. But where Momentum really shines is in squads. So for example, I have a sports squad with me, Angus, and Pablo, two friends of mine. We've got Sparkle Fitness Squad, which is like a little squad that we have with members of my team. So Becky, Corliss, Angus, Pablo, me. We've got Nicole, we've got Melina, we've got Holly, we've got Aaron, we've got Alex. And the cool thing about squads is that you can join a squad or create a squad with a particular habit. And then within the context of your squad, you can hold each other accountable for completing your habits. So for example, this is the wellness squad with certain members of my team. So you can see that I completed stretching this morning. Becky completed journaling. Izzy completed yoga and meditation, but didn't add a photo. Nicole did 20 minutes of reading. Ali did 2 hours of reading. My goodness, and she's added a photo of what she's read. On the squad screen, if I want to create a squad, I just tap the plus button. I can give it whatever name I want, and I can create the squad. And then I can decide which habits I would like to share my own progress on. So in this context, let's say I join the squad with my hit the gym habit. Fantastic. At this point, I get the option to invite members, so I can type in their username if I want. And so I could add my wife to the squad, I could add some friends, and I can also share an invite code. So this is a unique code that I can use to send to any of my friends, and if they insert this code into their onboarding, then they'll be able to join my squad and they'll be gifted 7 days of free access to the app so they can try it out. And so the idea behind Momentum is it helps you actually stay consistent with those habits. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy checking out the app.